Today is the day we are finally taking the BRZ to the dyno. This has been a long time coming. We've basically been teasing this to you guys ever since we finished up the install for the Supercharger, but it got put on the back burner because Thomas left and winter came around, so we weren't able to finish tuning it. But today we are taking it over to Paragon Performance. We're gonna throw it on the dyno and see how much power, well, we gotta finish tuning it first, but then we're going to see how much power we can put down with the HKS Supercharger. I'm also gonna be taking my FRS along to get a baseline. The engine on that is basically stock besides the parent oil cooler, so that'll give us a good place to start. And then I'm gonna continue to add more parts to it, and we can see how much power those modifications make as I continue the build. Now, since it's been a while, I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown of the BRZ so you can see almost everything that is installed on the car. And then once we're done with that, we're gonna run over to Paragon Performance, and then we can see how much power we can put down with the Supercharger. All right, so inside the engine bay, obviously we have the HKS Supercharger. We also have the Jackson Racing dual radiator and oil cooler setup. We've got the newer intake manifold, and then we have back here the Veris Engineering air oil separator. Now we can go underneath the car and I'll show you the exhaust setup. So underneath the car, we can see a little bit more of the Supercharger setup. Obviously, we've got the intercooler. This is the traction fluid cooler here. And then you can kind of see the radiator and oil cooler setup back here. As for a header, we have our FT Speed catted unequal length header. And then I think there is a Motive overpipe and NVIDIA front pipe on here as well. On the back of the car, this doesn't really matter as far as power output goes, but if you like the way the car sounds once you hear it on the dyno, this is the remarked Boso Edition axle back. And that pretty much wraps up the majority of the modifications we've made to this car. There's some suspension modifications, but I'm not gonna get into that and lighting stuff. Let's put this car back on the ground and head over to Paragon. All right, we made it out to Paragon. We've got my red FRS loaded up first to get a baseline. Now we're gonna compare it to the stock BRZ when we dynoed it, which ran 180 horsepower and 177 foot-pounds of torque. Let's see what it makes.
Get that big fat torque dip in there, but it does make 172.
Hey, that's a start.
That's not bad, but that's the area that gets cleaned up a lot with the tune.
All right, we're done with my car. We've got the BRZ on the dyno. My car made a whopping 172 horsepower. Amazing. We didn't match the 180 of the black BRZ, but I'm pretty happy with that. I thought it was gonna be around 160, to be honest. Now, this car, like I said, made 180 and wheel horsepower and 177 foot-pounds of torque. I'm gonna guess with the Supercharger, it's gonna make 245. Casey thinks, what, 230?
230, yeah.
Corbin behind the camera, what, 240? And then you said 250, Mirza? Let's see who's right.
Kevin. Like I said,
250 to 260?
what I said, 256.
Yay!
Right on the money.
Let's go!
I think I've done a few of these.
We are done on the dyno with both cars. Before I get into the numbers, I want to give a huge thank you to Paragon Performance for allowing us to come here and use their dyno. If you guys aren't familiar with them, they specialize in Corvette parts, specifically the C8 Corvette. So if you guys happen to have one of these, you can visit their website to pick up some parts. Now, we're gonna get packed up and head back to the office, then I'm gonna run through the numbers with you guys. We've made it back to the shop from the dyno. I'm gonna run through the numbers with you guys, starting off with my red FRS. Now, this was just a baseline run for this car. I haven't touched anything that would affect the power output, so this will be a good place to start to see when I actually do start throwing parts at it, how much those actually add. Now, we ended up with 170 horsepower and 141 foot-pounds of torque. For those of you who are familiar with these cars, you know that it has that notorious torque dip from about 3,000 to 4,500 RPM where the torque just drops off, and you can visibly see it in the dyno chart, and it's painful to see. So that's probably one of the first things that I want to address so that we can flatten out that torque curve. I'll throw an FT Speed unequal link catted header on there and get it tuned and throw it back on the dyno. Now, the Supercharged BRZ actually does have our FT Speed unequal link catted header on there, and if we take a look at that dyno chart, you can see that that torque dip is no longer there, and it's much more of a flat torque curve. On that car, we ended up with 256 horsepower and 191 foot-pounds of torque. So a significant increase in power for that car. With it being a supercharger, that power delivery is going to be very linear, so it's not really going to change the driving characteristics of the car other than the fact that it has more power. So I'm interested to get this out on the track. For now, we're probably done with power modifications. I want to get started on making this thing look a lot better than it sits right now. So if you guys have any suggestions for that, let me know in the comments section down below. I'm gonna try and pick up the pace with these videos, especially now that we have a baseline on my car. I can start throwing parts at it. Like I said, I wanna throw that FT86 or the FT Speed UEL catted header on there, an intake, front pipe, over pipe, all that stuff, and then maybe E85 so that I can get the most power out of it. So if you guys are interested in those types of videos, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. As always, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.